On the Christmas holidays of childhood, my grandmother's rural homestead was a mecca of gathering for our extended families. A potpourri of generations converged on that tiny village from all around the country. Every person had their place, at the gates, by the fireplace, or in the fields. Adults unpacking fresh gossip with large bags of flour and cases of something to heat the blood. As children, we turned work into play from sunrise until the calls came for supper. Drinking water disappeared quickly in the South African heat, and every 2 days we would make our own pilgrimage to the shared village tap. Hard plastic drums piled high on wheelbarrows, and a thrilling ride down the rain-drenched pathways. Others had iron buckets swinging from their arms like baubles on Christmas trees. Everything was light on our way down the hill. We were empty of care, flying in full wingspan from the lip of a wheelbarrow like the Titanic. When the water reached the mouth of the bucket, something else filled us up as the weight of the moment dawned on us. Community was nurtured in us in these moments. A scattering of individual bodies became one mind working through many hands, helping each other to lift containers onto heads and into wheelbarrows. No one lifted a full bucket alone or set it down without more hands to guide and hold steady. We bore the weight with each other's strength. On the dawn of World Psoriasis Day, we are challenged to help hold each other steady, to help unload the burden and quench the village. Over 60 million people are inflamed by the rage of the fire of psoriasis, and the potential of this disease sleeps in all our skins. When it awakens without warning, it fills one to the brim and takes up space. It takes up space in the body, patch by patch. The evidence flares and flakes everywhere. Endless nights and days of itching for relief, of long sleeves and pants and dresses, of hiding, of wishing not to be seen, of being a stranger in one's own skin. It takes up space in the senses. In an assembly of ointments like ammunition for war, the scent which follows one everywhere betrays you as a soldier in the battle for well-being. The hours and weeks passing in hospital beds, bathed in harsh light, and medicines whose names you cannot forget along with your own. The neighbors and strangers with a mouth full of family recipes and remedies, and not enough knowledge. It takes up space in the mind, the endless horizon of a chronic existence, the cost which cannot be measured, the body you no longer recognize in the mirror, the self you feel you have lost, the fear of this awakening in your children, the stress which triggers, the languages which do not have a name for this disease, which do not allow you to describe your pain in your mother tongue, the whispers, the stares, the pointing, the pain which holds you captive, the fear of being a burden. Over 60 million people live bearing the weight of water, filled to the brim with things which cannot be understood unless you have lived through them. On this day, we join the chorus of voices who say, "It is safe to put your burdens down here," calling on a village of hands to reach out, hands to soothe hard-to-reach places in the body, healing hands of healthcare workers under hospital lights, hands which write laws to write the right ones, hands which help unpack thoughts and heal the mind, hands which open doors to treatment for all. May our hands reach out to knowledge, educating ourselves on what we do not know, to unlearn cultures and words which harm and ostracize, to call out those who use them, to dismantle beliefs born out of ignorance and fear which isolate one from community, and to challenge stigma out loud. On World Psoriasis Day and every other day, to be the voice that says, feel free to show up in your short sleeves and your bare feet and all the complexities of your skin. Around here, we see you wholeheartedly, and we are ready to be quenched together.